Okay, cool. Hey, Kirsty, how are you doing? How's it going?
Very, very well, thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Nice. So nice to have you on this call, to celebrate your recent successes with the online world. Yeah, if you could maybe give a quick intro, that would be great.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I definitely didn't think I'd be on this call this soon.
Yeah.
Like, totally. I would say I've taken it like quite slow with the program in comparison to some of the students. I was working full time as an English teacher in China, hardcore hours,
Mhm.
and eventually like seeing all the inspiration in the community and getting stuck into the modules. I just couldn't wait. Quit my job and picked up a client like within a month, dream
Yeah.
client, and yeah, I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah, no, it's so amazing, your journey. And I remember you were also in China during the pandemic, right? Um, do you feel like that also contributed to you deciding, to make a change in that time that we were in?
100%. I think to be in a country where you have so little control, everything was
Hmm.
taken away from us. Like the feeling of being trapped was strong, and this has been like a complete reaction to that, where I've learned to prioritize my freedom, to have a creative outlet, to set your
Hmm.
own timetable, to be able to work from anywhere. Like the list goes on, honestly. It's like black and white completely.
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. Yeah. And do you remember a little bit about before you started with us, what do you feel like your biggest struggles were into getting, actually to build the laptop lifestyle business?
Yeah, I think where to start is
Hmm.
huge. Because there are so many things out there, right? You're like, should I focus on my social media? Should I build a website? And also, I knew I was a really good writer. I have a master's in translation, but I didn't know how to offer those services to
Hmm.
people, or who to offer them to, right? Um, so just to have this guide that is literally like, start here, do this, and then
Hmm.
also the mindset side of it as well that you provide. It's not just a manual through like how to get clients. It's actually about how to how to believe in yourself. It's not just a business. Like personally, my confidence has
Hmm.
grown massively as well. Yeah.
Love that. That's awesome to hear. That's amazing. Yeah. So let's say out of everything in the program, what do you feel like was the most valuable? What do you feel like helped you the most to really, now land the client and get to where you are now?
I think the coaching calls are really
Mhm.
amazing. The fact that 2 to 3 times a week, I know that any questions that come up, I can ask them and I'm going to get an answer really quick. And also now there are so many people in the community at different levels where like there are people who are a few steps ahead of you who will also have the answer really quickly. And then you also get to help people coming into the program. And it's just a really positive community to be a part of. Us all like championing each other is really nice.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, we love that you're always active there. So that's awesome. Yeah. And so I already know it, right? But what do you think is your biggest win so far? Let's say in terms of client income, yeah, if you can tell a little bit more, that'd be
Yeah, landing the client has been an incredible win. But when I think about actually how nervous I was getting on the discovery call
great.
with him, and it was not a perfect call at all. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from it, and going through the process of onboarding him, I learned a lot about how to do it better next time. But it was successful, and then
Mm-hmm.
I will be working half the hours, maybe not even half the hours I was working at my last job, and earning almost the same, which
Yeah.
is just, yeah, mind blowing. Honestly, like there was definitely part of me that was manifesting it and but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it'd happen this quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's so cool. I'm so happy for you, and now that you're able to travel and like be in different places and have freedom again. while obviously, yeah, not working that much as you did in your teaching job, right? And the crazy hours and, conditions. So it's a really, I would say for you, definitely also a life transformation
It
in the
really
same time.
is. And it kind of makes you feel like anything is possible as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And do you remember the first call you had with us, to get started? Do you remember what you thought about, like, getting started, investing in yourself, what your thoughts were initially?
I felt really enlightened, actually. And I know that sounds really like I'm exaggerating. I had all of these thoughts and ideas and desires and goals. And like I say, it was just, I didn't have the path. And I remember getting on the call with you and you were just like, well, have you considered this? And have you considered this? And it was like, bang, bang. And it kind of, even just from that one call, it all became clear. And then it was just a case of like persuading my partner, like, this is a really good investment. Like I could tell, I knew.
Yeah.
And I think also it was a great time for me because personally I'd also like overcome a lot, and I'd also invested in my mental health to do that and to get to where I wanted to be. So it was a no-brainer for me, really, because it was like, right, well, now I'm going to do it with my business, and I'm really going to create. I've sorted out the internal stuff. Now I'm going to create the like external life that I want, right?
Yeah. That's an amazing way of saying that. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah. And what does your partner say now? Now that you tell him, I'm making this now, and then what does he say?
Well, I'm right about everything, right? Because he doesn't have to teach anymore now either. And he's really inspired. He wants to, he was thinking for a while, because I kept saying, like, think about what digital skill you can sell. So he really wants to get into video editing because he's got a media degree. Nice. And yeah, I'm going to start like passing on the tips, and I'll end up marketing for him probably.
Yeah. That's so cool. That's amazing. Yeah, it's good to have a supportive partner. That he supported you from the start, and now, of course, that you could show him. We did it, and now we're here. So I love that. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
What would you say to someone watching this right now who's maybe doubting about doing it, or if it will work for them, or all the doubts you had maybe? What would you say to them?
I'd say that I know that it's scary, and I think it feels like a really big investment, and for a lot of people it is, I think, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. And I think if you sat down and you like looked at where you want to be in 10 years, like, I feel like the LLMP is only going to take you down a fast path, right? I think I could have made so many mistakes. I would definitely have made so many mistakes. It saved me a lot of time just coming straight to the LLMP and kind of like, yeah, it's a fast track.
Yeah.
Just
cool.
do it.
Nice. And is there anything else you feel like you want to share, on this video about the program or your experience? Any tips for people watching?
Oh, what can I say? Just, yeah, if you're somebody who wants to create the life you want to create, you can go like hard or slow as you want to as well. Like, I think that was one of the things that scared me before coming in, was the commitment that I was going to have to make whilst working full time. But actually, once you start as well, you don't want to do anything else.
Yeah. You can
yeah. You'll make the time. Yeah, I can't believe everything I've learned in such a short space of time. I really can't. And that's like from somebody who, I've been to university 3 times. Like, I love learning. I've never felt like it's been just as fast as this. Yeah, the progress has been really fast. So yeah, thanks.
Love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, and for everyone watching this, definitely make sure to connect with you, right? Especially copywriters in the community. And I'm sure we're going to see much more wins from you as well.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely coming.
Awesome. Thank you.